beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so happy to see you today. I hope that you and your loved ones are doing well and taking care of the best that you can, and that you are having an awesome week. I have something awesome to show you, and it is that I finally finished my cardigan. Yeah, you know, the one that I started, like, I don't even know how many months ago now. Like 8 months ago, maybe more than that. Probably more than that. And guys, you know how I told you like a couple, like it was probably at least a month ago, if not more, that the thing that I had been procrastinating doing was adding a pocket. Well, I finally added the pocket. It took me like 2 months to actually sit down and sew it on. I don't like sewing stuff on, so I procrastinate. It takes forever. But here is the culprit of why it took me so long, was I needed to sew this pocket on. And so I have to sew around the 3 edges. And oops, that was not over there. Around these 3 edges. And that was what took me 1,017 years. But it is done. So I am very happy to be able to share this with you guys for Community Spotlight finally. If you are interested in how I constructed this, I do have a video that I talked about it in detail, all of my plans and what I was doing, and what I had already done and everything, and that will be linked in the description box below. It's called Modifying a Hexagon Cardigan for a Plus Size Body. So I did do this different than like your traditional hexagon cardigan because I wanted it to fit me and fit me like the way that I wanted it to fit, like, you know, not giant in some spots and small in some spots and things like that. So if you are interested in the construction that I did, then that will be where you can find out about it. So I just showed you one pocket, and then the other pocket is over here. I love that. I love these, which I have found are called Jacob's Ladders, which I did not know when I made this. These squares are both out of a book. I believe it was the Modern Guide to Granny Squares book. I will double check that to make sure that's the name of the book, but I will have it linked in the description box below also. That book came from Amazon and was a Happy Meal gift to me from Lynette, so thank you so much, Lynette. You are forever immemorialized. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you are forever displayed as part of this cardigan because these granny squares are in here because of you. And then so this is what I've been coined, you guys have coined as my coat of many colors. So that is what I've been calling it, and I love that. It is just a whole bunch of yarns. Mostly Red Heart. It's so big and it's very like heavy, so it's difficult to show you guys. I did a fur trimmed hood. So here's that bad boy. Yes, I did add a hood to it as well. I've got like a whole bunch of different Red Heart Super Saver yarns in here, and I did talk about it in one of my videos, which ones were all in here. But there's like Red Heart Super Saver color blocking, favorite stripe. Trying to remember, there's just a whole bunch of them. It was because for my birthday, it was my birthday, wasn't it? Yeah, for my birthday, my hubby got me a bunch of Red Heart yarns and like one skein of each of them, and so a lot of them I put into this. So that's why there's so many different kinds in here. And then I double stranded it throughout almost the entire sweater. I double stranded it with Pretty's Please Yarn Bee yarn. Pretty's Please is the name of the colorway. The yarn itself is Sugar Wheel Cotton Spun. And I also at one point double stranded with a sparkly mandala cake. I do not remember the name of it, but I did mention it, I believe, in that video that I was telling you guys about. So I am going to have my hubby help me take some pictures wearing this so I can really show it to you in its full glory. But I thought I would show you guys kind of close up what it was looking like. So here's the hood. Here is one of the sleeves. And this is going to be warm. This is double stranded with a 4 weight and a 3 weight. Here is the back. This is like a winter coat cardigan. So it's going to be fun taking pictures with it on in Texas. Here's the back. Here's the other sleeve. And here is the front, if I can maneuver. So I did purposely plan out certain yarn to use as like the trim of the front, which is this like shinier yarn. This is glowing. It's a Yarn Bee yarn, I believe. Something glowing. And then I used it on the cuffs also. There we go. If you guys are interested in any specific yarns, ask me in the comments below. Like, if you want to know what this is, I can look and figure out what the name of it is. It's something glowing. But the whole thing has sparkle throughout it. Because the mandala cake that I double stranded with was a 3-weight, and it was like purples and blues and sparkly. And so that I have that for basically the first part of the sleeves on both sleeves, and then basically throughout the whole rest of the cardigan I used well, no, actually a good chunk of the back too. I used that, and then for the rest of it, after I ran out of that, I switched to double stranding it with the Pretties Please, which is also sparkly and also a 3-weight. So you'll notice the color change when I get to here, and that's because I started using Pretties Please. It doesn't blend in as well into the arms as it does into the body. In the body, you don't notice it as much. And in this arm, you don't notice it as much either because the Pretties Please is variegated. So the pink, you'll notice the pink blends in a lot better because it actually starts in the same spot. I made sure to like start and stop the yarn in the same spot, even though I didn't color control, so it's not the same color. It's still the same yarn, so it like should, you know, at least somewhat make sure it matches. But yeah, this arm had pink on it. Gorgeous. I love it so much. I am not going to get to wear it right now because, like I said, this is like my winter coat cardigan. This is going to be great for when I visit Michigan, when it's cold, when I visit my family. But, and like in the thick of winter in Texas, because I live in an area of Texas that does not get very cold. The area I live in, it does not snow most years. I'm drinking some good old unsweet iced tea today. Let me know what you're drinking down in the comments. It doesn't snow most years, and it doesn't really stay cold. Like, I consider us to basically have like summer and this weird fall, winter, spring hybrid. And the rest of the year is all summer weather. I live on the Gulf, so it is not a cool area. Kind of weird that I made a winter coat cardigan, huh? But to be fair, I also don't have a winter coat. So having something I can wear when it does get unseasonably cold, which does happen, and it does get cold for a little while, I will have it to throw on. Also, I keep my apartment at 63 degrees year round because that is our optimal temperature for hubby and I. We like our apartment at that temperature, so that's what we keep it at all the time. And sometimes, you know, the way I feel changes. So sometimes I'm cold when it's 63 in here, and sometimes I'm not. Like right now, I'm totally fine. So if I'm cold, I can throw on a jacket in the house, and it is my own little temperature controlled climate, so I might wear it in the house. But I love it. It is totally me. It is totally one of a kind. Like, you are never gonna see this sweater anywhere else because it's just got the most crazy combination of yarns and colors and modifications. Like I said, I did modify it quite a bit to make it like plus size friendly, more than just like it just, you know, being ginormous or something. I actually shaped it so that it fits like proportionally. And if you are interested in that, like I said, I have that video and I explain how to figure it out for yourself so that you can base it on your own body. Not like specific things like do this, then do this, do that. Like I have a chart, I drew a picture, and I like talked about what my thought process was for each thing and how you can like come up with it on yours for what you need. But yeah, so I am going to insert pictures of how this bad boy looks on. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and so sorry that I made you guys wait 17,000 years to see this coat finally finished, but thank you guys for cheering me on. I know that you guys a lot of you were really excited and like wondering what was going on with this. So it is finally done, and yay! This is my first, is this my first wearable? Okay, when I started it, it was my first wearable. Since then, I did make a baby dress, and I am working on a tank top, but it is my first, like, full-size adult wearable. It was also my first wearable when I started it, and it is also the first wearable that I, like, figured out the pattern kind of as I went. The Hexagon cardigan pattern is really simple and, like, a good jumping point. But it is, like I said, I did customize it quite a bit as far as, like, adding rows in certain spots and things like that. But it's very beginner-friendly, I feel like, for that. So, very proud of it. And I have my nice, big, wearable coat now. Alright, guys, I will jump into the montage and show you guys what this looks like. And I will show you guys what your stuff looks like, which I just realized I did not tell you guys anything about Community Spotlight yet. I'm sorry, guys. I talk so fast whenever I film that my mouth gets dry. So, welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am so sorry. I was so excited about this coat being finished that I just, like, forgot my whole intro and telling you guys what Community Spotlight was. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you don't know what Community Spotlight is, it is where on Fridays on my channel, I come on here and I show you guys what I was working on, usually in FO, as long as I have one to show you. But then I show you what you guys have been working on, usually in FO. But if you are working on a larger project, like a big blanket, maybe like the Sophie's Universe blanket or something, where you want to send in updates sometimes to show where you're at, you're totally welcome to do that. I understand that that type of a project takes a long time, and every week it changes how it looks a lot. So you're totally welcome to send in update pictures. But typically it's FOs. It can be anything from crochet to painting to knitting to diamond painting to digital art. Anything that you have made, you can send in. And you can send in as many things as you want. You can send it to my email, which is always in the description box below, but it is novagnomecreations@gmail.com, and just title in the subject line of the email, Community Spotlight. The only thing I ask for specifically in your email, you can include any information you want about what you're sending me, any chit-chat you want, whatever, but just make sure you include your name, because I need to know what name you would like me to credit you with when I post your pictures. So I put together a montage of all of your guys' makes, and everybody really, really likes this segment. I really, really love this segment. I love seeing what you guys have been working on. It's so fun to, like, come together as a community, get inspiration from each other, give credit to each other, like, pat yourself on the back while we also cheer you on, like, tell you what a good job you did. Everybody in the comments is like, oh, I loved this and this and this, and like, wow, people did a really good job this week. Like, you're getting appreciated for your hard work by people who understand what went into it. People with mutual interests as you, who are going to be like, whoa, that is so cool, rather than just being like, oh yeah, nice job. Like underwhelming response you might get from someone who just doesn't quite understand your passion or understand the amount of effort that went into something and why you're so excited and proud of it. We get it. So it's like a really nice thing to be able to come together and have that feeling, to kind of rally together and be like, you're doing a good job. No, you're doing a good job. I love that. What's the pattern? Like, it's just really fun. So I highly recommend that you send in your makes if you have any interest in doing that. Of course, you are not required to, but if you're feeling like your makes aren't good enough and that's why you're not sending them in, I just want to tell you right now, squash that down, because your makes are good enough. If you made them, they are good enough. We like have all levels of skill here. We have all levels of people starting on their journeys, being new or being like experienced, people who maybe they've been crocheting for a while but they don't know how to read patterns. Like there's all sorts of levels. We love it all and we appreciate it all and we want to see what you're working on. So do not feel like yours isn't good enough to share. All right, guys, are you ready to see the community spotlight montage and ready to see what this looks like on? All right, let's hop right into it.